everybody. I hope you're all doing well. It's time for your daily hope. Let's find out what's happening out there in the spiritual world for all y'all. What's happening? What messages can Spirit bring us? What can we look towards? What can we bring to ourselves? Through Spirit's help, through their guidance. Let's find out what's up. What hope can we get for today? What hope can we get for today? The sun of 417 hertz and vulva of Sidra. Card number 30, card number 16. So we have a brand new beginning here, my friends. That's what we have. A brand new beginning. Yes, we do. All right, let's read these cards, shall we? We'll start with the, okay, we'll start with 30, yeah, okay. 30. Your inner spiritual power can heal circumstances in your life and our world in ways greater than you realize. Journey within to gain clarity and conscious redirection of your inner energies toward what you wish to manifest. Do not try to control what is happening. Instead, work to bring positive influence to bear, so that you may contribute constructively towards shaping the outcome for the greatest good. So there's something here you might be questioning, but they're asking you to really go about seeing what it is you want to manifest. From the Norse traditions of Scandinavia comes the sorcery of Seder, the practice of cracking open an egg in order to read and also shape the future. The egg is, well, that makes so much sense since I've been channeling this biological stuff lately. Yeah, DNA and whatever else. The egg is a symbol of infinite, oh, wait 1 second. I think I've turned 2 pages. Might be trying to turn too many pages at once in life. Go faster, perhaps that's why you're holding back. Going faster than you're ready for. Now I forget what I was reading before. Interesting. The egg, yes, so see, there's something that you might miss if you don't really pay attention. Your inner spiritual power can heal circumstances in your life and our world in ways greater than you realize. You see, there's something, if you turn too many pages at once too quickly, there might be something that you're going to miss here. I think there's a soul connect or a soul journey that's meant to happen possibly with your path and possibly with someone on your path. And I think there's some inward understanding or trying to figure out what that's about. Divine potential and the beginning of a new life. Seder is a mysterious soothsaying or visionary practice, which also involves shamanic healing to divine an appropriate pathway through times of trouble and communal strife. Through prayer, chant, and binding magic, as well as visionary practices in an altered state, all of which are supported by focused collective intention, a powerful healing takes place. The appearance of this oracle indicates that your soul talents, whatever they may be, can be of influence in the world. If you dedicate yourself to personal development for the greater good, you can contribute to the spiritual evolution of humanity. Even if our intentions are pure, believing we know what should happen to whom and when is the working of the ego and not the soul. So don't worry about what's going to happen for who and where you're going to fit in the situation, or who's going to make the most money, who's not, who's whatever. All of that is putting you in a box. We may want the best for all beings, but we cannot know why their path is unfolding as it is, or what their soul needs to learn. Sedra is a practice of shadows and spellcasting, binding, and release, which could be used for higher purpose or personal gain. It dwells upon the borders of morality. The spiritual maturity of the practitioner will determine whether its effects are for good or ill. This oracle advises us that good intentions are not enough to ensure the outcome of our efforts is beneficial. We need the wisdom that comes through surrendering into divine intelligence. With an awkward heart, it is possible to be a clear channel for spiritual light in this world, dedicating our soul talents to overcoming hate and divisiveness. Traditionally, the practitioner of Sedra was a spiritual leader known as Volva or Volur, soothsaying or seer, Spakona, woman of prophecy, or Sekona, woman of magic. She would not work alone, but called upon community members to empower the practice. When we choose to align our actions with our heart's truth, we become the spiritual birth mothers and founding fathers of a more spiritually advanced humanity. Tremendous creative power is generated when a group comes together in focused practice. If you seek to work with others, be aware of the positive potential and proceed with integrity and care. The patron goddess of Sidra is Freya, the Norse goddess with an insatiable appetite for pleasure, life, sensuality, the finer things, and unconditional freedom to be as she chooses. She is also a goddess of war, hence she's not afraid to enter into battle nor love. Her husband, Odin, is associated with prophecy, inspiration, and ecstasy. When he is away from her, she weeps red gold tears. No stranger to suffering or ecstatic pleasure, Freya is the divine Volva. She reminds humanity of both our innate spiritual power to embrace all of life and the inner spiritual resources we have to make it through any difficulty without compromising our hearts. The art of Sidra is one of collective dreaming and doing. It is the ability to move in darkness, to become wise to our own potential, and to become manipulative, controlling, and therefore negative, and to outsmart that by consciously choosing to bring love, freedom, spiritedness, and passion, the hallmarks of our presiding sorceress Freya, into our lives. The message of this oracle is that you are able to bring a positive influence into whatever situations or circumstance unfold in your life. Dedicate yourself to goodness. Believe in your power to effect positive change. So that's the power that you have. There's situations in your life right now, two-folded perhaps, where there's positive change that needs to happen, and you have that power. That's the power that's rising up within you in order to create positive change. So you're being led by this goddess. Now let's read the card number 16, the sun of 417 hertz. That would be wise for people to listen to right now. Sounds at that hertz. You are being healed from guilt and fear. Such emotions will no longer steal your personal power or dissuade you from confidence, happiness, and realizing your own worth. No matter how unlikely it may seem, you are going to emerge from a spiritual winter into light and life. The divinely ordained time for your liberation, healing, and emergence is much closer than you realize. Abundance blessings are stirring and soon shall manifest. Our sun is a self-luminous being. It does not reflect light or energy from other sources, but rather generates its own light. This is what I talk about, my friends, about being the sun in the center of your world, and what it is, the planets that float around you that are attracted to you is because you are your own sun. So if your light shines dim, you will attract things that are dim. If your light shines bright, yada, yada, yada. You know how it goes. Literally an enlightened being. The sun is our spiritual mentor, teaching us how to be spiritually self-reliant when we cannot find support or guidance externally and need to go it alone for a time. Such phases can be difficult, but they are temporary, and inner spiritual strength is built during such times. Sometimes we don't realize our own strength until circumstances force us to find out. Ain't that the truth? Connecting to one's own inner light is a precious and empowering gift. It allows you to feel spiritually held from within. Once you have established such an inner connection, you are unlikely to give your power away again, less prone to being manipulated, and more likely to live in harmony with your soul values rather than the typically soul-denying priorities of mass consciousness. As your soul connects to the inner sun, your relationship to the light heals. It is not seen as separate. Instead, the soul begins to recognize the light as a constant inner reality that can be relied on for sanctuary. As the soul recognizes itself as the higher self, a being of light, the fears of the mind no longer dominate the heart as they used to. The inner light encourages the heart to depend upon its wisdom, to live as though the light was more real than the darkness of doubt and worry. The soul turns within, begins to tap into its own potential, and, in doing so, gains further self-confidence, spiritual empowerment, and loving presence. If you are criticized, misunderstood, or disrespected by those around you, rely upon your inner connection to the light to see you through such dark times. You can commune with your inner light in private without needing to explain, justify, or even speak of it to anyone. Your inner light shall continue to shine bright no matter what is happening around you. Yeah, remember, it's happening around you, not to you. When there are attacks of pain, fear, or words, or whichever from other people, I want you to remember that that is a cry for help from them. It's not about you. Remember that. The frequency of 417 hertz is a spiritual truth serum. It undoes false perceptions and dismantles circumstances and situations that are not meant for the soul. When a challenging situation is helping the soul to grow, this frequency will help you understand how to work through it in a soul-centered way, staying connected to the light within. If a situation such as a toxic relationship is creating a barrier between the soul and the light, weakening its ability to evolve and causing it to become stuck in trauma and negative patterns, this frequency will dismantle the negative circumstances. So you guys really got to listen to this frequency here. Yeppas? You always have free will, but your capacity to exercise that free will in a self-loving way will become more available to you. The 417 hertz frequency facilitates a healing shift into the vibration of the higher self. Your authentic life path is directed by your higher self, as it is unique. There is no use comparing your path to any other path in order to determine its vitality and value. Your true life path may lead you away from the familiar, directly into worlds unknown. The moment the soul takes its authentic path, wondrous awakening can take place. There is a feeling of closeness and connection to the sacred. This frequency helps wipe away experiences of alienation and reestablish a deep and loving connection with the universe. It cleanses traumatic experiences and memories and any malignant habits formed as a consequence of past pain to allow the soul to experience true kindness, compassion, and love for self and others. In this oracle, it signifies that no matter what's happening in your life, you've got this. Wow, look at that. The power of the sun, you've got this. This is like you are the sun with all of this energy behind. Wow, that is powerful, my friends. How powerful is that, Shiznit? All right, let's pull one of these. The wisdom from the hidden realms. Call it Baron Reed. Let's see what wisdom. Oh, my deck's upside down. I split the deck in the middle, and if the cards are upside down, well, then I turn the deck over. So whatever comes out upside down from there ain't my circus, ain't my monkeys. You can blame the divine for that crap. All right. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Guidebook by Call It Baron Reed. What do the wisdoms of the hidden realms have to say to us that we are not aware of? What is it that we really need to... Whoa, we got two. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Look at this. Ooh, wow. The Ringmaster of Scrutiny. We got three here, my friends. Discernment, clear vision, and details. Hermit Energy. Card number 9, coming to a new way of doing something. The Web Weaver. This is upside down. Something you're not seeing just yet, but it's as a challenge. They want to challenge you with this. So it's a synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. That's upside down. The Ice Queen was upright. Ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement. Card number 28, that's your brand new beginning. It equals a 1. 4 upside down is not having a firm foundation as to which to move from as of yet. So let's look at these energies, shall we? I'm told not to block the names of that. Maybe someone's writing them down out there. All right. So let's do this. Okay. Book. There you are, book. The Ringmaster of Scrutiny, card number 9. Let's look at it. Card number 9. Ringmaster of Scrutiny. And it's upright, so it comes as an ally today. That's beautiful. The ringmaster of scrutiny is all about the details. Look closely and pay attention to the smallest elements of what's being presented to you on your path. It's in these details, not the broad strokes, that you'll find the breathtaking beauty and perfection in what you observe. This ally is on your side to point to the deeper meaning of what unfolds in your life, and he reminds you that every moment counts. Staying present in this perfect moment, observing the minute things, leads you to manifest your highest good and greatest desires. Grand gestures are for other times. It's the smallest acts that really count now. Look at that. So this is very much Virgo energy. This is very much Hermit energy. Pretty soon the moon will be going into Virgo. We are going to have a new moon in Virgo coming up on the 17th, which I've heard from a very reliable astrologer. What is her name now? Dang nabbit, escapes me. I'm going to pause and I'll get right to you. Tanya Gabriella. I think she's amazing. I just want to say. Yes, I do. She was talking about 17, 17, 17. The 17th day in September is like a trifecta of something. Go listen to her video about the new moon in and leave a comment and let her know I sent you. Okay? Anyways, that's what this card's about. Let's read the next one. And it's upside down, so it comes as a challenger. So we're being challenged to see something that we're not seeing. Where's the book? There it is. Card number 4. It's kind of like we're going backwards a little bit here. Forwards, backwards, and then a brand new start. Or holding back. I don't know. It's a brand new start. Ideas preserved. It's like not moving, not taking action right quick. There's something about concerned about a web you're weaving in some sort of situation. All right. Card number 4. We did challenger for 4. Okay. The web weaver warns you to address your behavior in all areas. Where are you being dishonest with others and with yourself? Are you fearful that you'll be left out in the cold and abandoned if you don't relinquish control? Your strand in the web is beautiful and unique, and you don't need to camouflage who you really are in order to manipulate results. You are challenged to stand tall in all your perfect imperfections, see yourself truly, and allow the patterns of your life to be woven into the beauty meant for you and you alone. Keep in mind that if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. The web remembers everything. Do something different this time and watch a miracle. This applies to all your questions in this moment, for everything is connected. So what you would normally do, it's almost like do the opposite or do something different. Take it in a different way. Card number 28, the Ice Queen. There's no fool in you. I can tell you that much. Whoever this reading's for, there's no fool in you. You cannot be fooled. The Ice Queen has come to block your movement for your highest good. Let your ideas be preserved until later. You can thaw them out and use them at another time when they best will serve you. The realm of the Ice Queen is the place of non-action, and now is a perfect time to take a look at how far you've come and to ask yourself for a reclarification of your highest goals. Not all your plans can be accomplished at this moment. In fact, putting them on ice allows for the perfect timing later on. Don't be too hasty in trying to reach your goal. An even better one will present itself if you surrender and spend the winter with the Ice Queen. Perhaps, too, you're trying to do too many things at once. This is a good occasion to choose only one thing to focus on and let the Ice Queen put the others in the deep freeze until a more appropriate time. She'll let you know when it's time to let them thaw. So there's something about letting something thaw, and I believe, interesting, we got the Ice Queen right on top of the sun here. So this energy of the sun and drawing to yourself what is likened unto you. There's something about that happening when you have a new way of manifesting what's going on in this spiral upwards, things coming back around to solve. Right now is really not a time to be thrusting yourself forward. To learn, study, gather information, and grow, absolutely. But right now, with Mars going retrograde, it's a time to heal old wounds. It's a time to look back, perhaps, on what happened, hence the 9 card, and realize that where you've been hasn't necessarily created the dreams you've wanted to have happen. And so moving forward, you've got to, there's a fractured, thing about what's going on there. There needs to be a healing and an understanding, it seems, whether between you and a person, between you and the divine, or whichever. But there are a lot of gifts coming out of it. And I don't think someone sees the true value of themselves, or the how powerful they are. There's something about not seeing how powerful you have become. The initiation. What? Rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I am just saying. So there's a threshold to be opened for you, a gateway, a portal. You're being initiated into something, but they want you to do it on a firm foundation. So that's what the hang-up is, huh? The initiation. Interesting. Let's read it. This card stems from the page. I don't know what it stems from the page of. Can't read it on the black part. There. It's 68, which is reduces to a 5. Massive change, conflict. It's like somebody may want to build a solid foundation with you on something, but you're saying, no, not yet. I believe there's a holding back here, and you're intuitively guided with this power of seeing, the seer power, to know that it's not time to move forward just yet. Card number 68. It's a dark card. I hope you guys can see it, okay? Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey to that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred. But only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated because you are headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world of state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiations, like rites of passages, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it. And one day soon, you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open. Because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it. And you're closer than you think. Rite of passage, crossing that threshold. How beautiful of a reading is this? Wow. Holy crap. Let's pull a postcard from Spirit. I don't actually feel like I need to, but one enemy. I'm too so to. Oh, there it is right there. Look. Oh, there's 2 of them. Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion, and although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you. We love you. You are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. Dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expect. Isn't that amazing? Remember, However much work you're willing to put in, we will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. So just do it. Loving you so, so much. I hope this resonates. I also love all you so, so much. Talk to you again soon. Blessings.